What's up guys, Aiden here, Hazel Landscaping. Welcome back to another video. Today in this video, we're going to be talking about the TORO 60V snow thrower that I had the opportunity to use in an 8-inch snowstorm that we got a couple weeks ago. Actually, like a month ago, but I'm just now getting to the video. Kind of behind, forgive me, we're getting there. But today in this video, we're going to be talking about that, what I like, what I don't like, some things I think TORO can change. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So right off the rip, this is a battery single stage snow thrower. The one I got came with the 7.5 amp hour battery. They make one with two 6 amp hour batteries. It's really what you make of it. If you think the two 6 amp hour batteries are going to be better for you, get those two 6 amp hours. It really just depends on preference and how you're going to be using it. But typically the runtime is about 45 minutes. So they say on the 7.5 amp hour battery. We're going to find that out today. So with that little bit of basic information you now know about the snow thrower, let's go ahead and roll some footage I got of what exactly this snowblower looks like. Here we go. So right from the beginning, some first initial features that I like a lot about this snowblower is that it has LED lights in the front. That makes it super duper awesome. Inserting the battery right into its spot with ease, perfect. I like it a lot, no complaints about that. The handle has a nice grip on it. I would like to see, TORO, you do it on your other snowblowers so I know it can be done, but what if you guys could heat that handle? That would be really, really nice. I mean, you know, that's just overkill, but that would be nice if you could do it. The handle's nice to engage. To go ahead and start this unit, you're just going to pop your battery in and pull back on the handle. That's going to go ahead and engage your LED lights. Once you do that, you hit the little button, and the button's going to go ahead and turn the snow thrower on and spin your paddles basically underneath. Then you can adjust the chute however you would like, and you can be on your way with snowblowing. Thank you, TORO, for making the setup process, getting it out of the box, all that kind of stuff, setting it up all the way to the moment you're throwing snow. Super easy and convenient for us homeowners, professionals like myself, testing out DIY equipment to give my opinion on it. I think us professional guys can be a little bit harsher on DIY equipment, so typically I like to give things the benefit of the doubt and give it multiple tries before I give it a review or my thoughts. But today in this case, we only got one storm so far. Today's date is January 11th, and I don't know if we're going to get any more snow. I mean, we should, but if we don't, I might as well just make this video in case we don't, because that would stink if we didn't get any more snow. But unfortunately, that snowstorm led to 9 inches of heavy, wet snow. And since this is a battery snow thrower, one of the things that this thing says it can handle is up to 12 inches. According to the snowblower manual, it says that the snowblower can go up to 12 inches. I think TORO meant that they're just giving it the headspace to go up to 12 inches and maybe 12 inches of fluffy snow, but it definitely wouldn't do 12 inches of wet snow because I experienced it with 9 and it did not work very well. I would probably say 5 inches or less wet, 9 inches or less fluffy. This snowblower would be perfect for that. 45 minutes of runtime is what I was getting on the 7.5 amp hour battery. They make a snowblower model that's actually above this. I think it costs more because it includes two 6 amp hour batteries. So I think it's more preference what you think would work best for you when you're snowblowing. I would probably go with a 7.5 amp hour, even though it wouldn't last as long as the other one. I think it would be best because you get more power out of the runtime you have to begin with. So I'd rather have more power, be charging more frequently than having to deal with, you know, less power and then changing your batteries out more and more frequently. So because we got that 9 inches of thick, heavy, wet, compacted snow, rain on top of that, One of the things I found made it the hardest to use this snowblower is that the chute kept getting clogged. I just think it's not wide enough for thick, heavy, wet snow. Fortunately, I was able to try it the next morning on like 2 inches of fluffy snow we got the next day, and it worked out just fine. The chute was plenty good for fluffy snow. I just think it got wet, compacted, and it just bundled up. I just poured water all over myself trying to take a drink. Obviously, the snowblower is not meant for wet stuff, but I just wanted to give it a shot because this may be the only storm we get, and it really did perform well. I just thought I'd mention that it does get clogged occasionally if you are dealing with that thick, heavy, wet snow. Of course, that's probably expected from any single-stage snowblower dealing with about 9 inches of snow. Now, on that same topic, when you are dealing with clogs, one of the things that the two-stage snowblowers, and I think even the nicer single stages include, is a stick to unclog that chute when it does get clogged. I don't like the fact that I have to stick my hands in there and get them wet and cold and stuff like that to push that snow down through there. So Toro, if you could come up with a design, somehow you can just click that little stick in there like you do on your other snowblowers, that'd be really nice. I know it wouldn't cost you guys very much, but it would be very much appreciated for us, especially since we don't have to take our gloves off and stick them down in there and unclog the snow when it does get clogged up. Because obviously, when you are dealing with some wet snow, that's prone to happen. As far as runtime, the battery, I mentioned it would run about 45 minutes for you. And obviously, the thicker, the deeper, the wetter the snow, the shorter that battery is going to run. I was averaging about 30 minutes per charge, which isn't bad. I don't know how that would compare to a gas engine. Hopefully next year around this time, we can compare this one to something comparable in its price of $721, $821. So we'll figure it out. Hopefully we can run that comparison next winter and we can have some really, really cool content for you next year, because hopefully next year I'll be driving and doing some real deal snow removal. One other thing I wanted to touch on real fast is I wanted to talk about the price. This snowblower with the 7.5 amp hour battery comes right in at a price point of $749.99. Yes, I know that is a very high price tag for something of this size. It's about $50 to $100 more to comparable Ego units and other units of its scale. And if you look at the Toro 821, which is a comparable gas version of this, it's the same price, or the 721 is $600. I understand that that's a very high price tag for a piece of equipment that might not get even used that much. But one of the reasons why I think it could be beneficial at that price tag is because you don't get a lot of snow. I feel like paying a little bit more for a premium product like this and having something that you don't have to deal with gas, like how much would you like when you're done the lawn season, just burn out all the gas you have, keep your cans empty, and just have batteries to go with the snow removal? Obviously, it's not practical if you get a lot of snow. Obviously, it's not practical if you have a large driveway. But you got to be real with these things. You can't just bash products like this because you're testing it in large situations. You have to give it the benefit of the doubt and realize that it's good for a lot of things. It's not good for everything, like every product. That's why I think this still has a place. As far as assembly, when I was putting it together, I mentioned earlier it was a fairly easy assembly. There was one thing I wanted to touch on that I think can be improved. I'll get some footage of this, but you have the chute that comes up and that swings back and forth left to right to point the direction of where you're going to shoot the snow. Then you have a little top piece that points up and down and shoots the snow either up or down. When putting that on, it's not attached in the box and it's very tight and you have to put it on plastic. It almost feels like you're going to break the plastic putting it on because there's no real good way to do it, and it just seems hard. I had to use a screwdriver. So shout out to Silver Kimball on YouTube. He put out a video not too long ago. He actually went ahead and showed how to do this process, so it made it easy because I clicked on that video before I decided to put the snowblower together. His video made my video easy because he showed me exactly what needed to be done. So any concluding thoughts on this snowblower? Would I recommend it? Of course, it's Toro. Anything made by Toro is going to be backed by a good brand, a brand that you can trust, and you're going to have good products. I wanted to hop on here and make this video because I know there's a lot of people that'll bash a battery product that doesn't perform. How are you going to bash a product when the only thing I can compare it to was 9 inches of snow? So it's very, very good product. Yes, I love it. I'm going to keep using it. I'd love to compare it, something comparable on the gas side so you guys can see what you think is better. I think it did a great job, honestly. When I was basically windrowing the snow over, and I got it up, it was probably 14 inches of snow, and obviously I had to cut it the pile in phases, but I still think this snowblower was doing a very, very good job of getting after it and getting it done. I was very pleased with this snowblower. And the final thing I'd like to mention is, remember, this is Toro's Flex Force line of tools, so all the batteries go together. So these big 7.5 amp hour batteries, pop them right out, put them in your lawnmower, put them in your blower, put them in your trimmer. They'll last forever in those pieces of equipment because they're such big batteries. Other than that, guys, that's really my conclusion of this video. If you have any other questions about this snowblower and stuff I didn't cover in this video, please let me know down below. I'd love to answer your questions. If I don't have the answer, I can get the answer from Toro and get it right back to you guys. With that, I'm Aiden from Maison Landscaping. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good rest of your weekend. Take care. Bye.